To make sure you have a really successful holiday season, I recommend creating 500 new listings between now and November 28th. About half of those should be for holiday-themed items, and the other half should be giftable items that someone could give as a gift for Christmas, but aren't necessarily Christmas-themed. But if you're anything like Rachel or Sage, then you might be thinking, there is no way I could get that many listings up in that short amount of time. Rachel says, it takes me all day to make a product or two. What's wrong with me? I can't imagine making that many products in that amount of time. And Sage says, me too, girl, don't feel bad. So today's video is for you, Rachel and Sage, and everyone else that's watching this that resonates with that, because in this video, this episode of Talk Shop Tuesday, we're gonna talk about how to get more listings up in your store in way less time. I'm going to show you how you can get 50 new listings up in your Etsy store every week from now until November 28th, which is the cutoff time for listing items for sale for Christmas. What I'll teach you in this video is my 3-step process for listing efficiently on Etsy, and make sure to stay until the end because I'll actually go through a full demonstration of what this process looks like start to finish. But first, you might be wondering why so many listings. Well, it's important to remember that Etsy is a numbers game. The biggest benefit to getting to sell on Etsy is that they are the ones doing all the advertising for you. So it's your job to figure out what customers are already coming to Etsy and searching for and buying every day on the platform, and then make new designs that add value and really catch a customer's attention when they're scrolling through Etsy, get them to stop and buy your product instead. But you're not going to get that right every single time. It's just impossible. And so it is important to remember the 80-20 rule, where about 80% of the listings that you make are probably never going to sell, and it's 20% of your listings that are really going to make you the money in your business. So if you get 500 new Etsy listings up for Christmas between now and November 28th, hopefully 100 of those will end up selling, and hopefully 20 to 50 of those will be your absolute hotcakes winners that will make your entire holiday season. Because Etsy's success all comes down to doing the research, testing, and then doing more of what actually works for you. Let's dive right into step number 1, which is choosing the product that you're going to be selling. Now, if you missed last week's video, I'll link it down below, but I go over the 4 products that are guaranteed to sell for the holiday season. And so those are ones that I really do recommend if you're watching this leading up to the holidays. And what I want you to do is choose one product type to really focus in on for these listings, because it really does take time to research and test and figure out how to actually sell really well for a particular product. If you go from one product to another, to another, to another, you're constantly going to be second guessing your pricing, being second guessing how to run Etsy ads, second guessing if you're using the right mockups, and so on. So really, if you're not getting sales, if you don't know what you're doing just yet, choose one product and go all in on it and really do the research and the testing needed to be successful in a print-on-demand business. Once you've chosen your product, then you're going to spend a couple of days researching that product. You're going to find 10 Etsy stores that have opened in the last year or two that have been really successful selling the product that you want to sell. And you're going to really take your time and research how are they pricing their items, what types of mockups are they using, and even what types of niches that they're selling in. We're not doing this to copy anyone, but it's important to understand what it takes to be successful on Etsy and learn from them. Because if you do this research right, you can have the confidence to know that the next 500 listings that you make for this product are way more likely to be successful because it's based off of what has worked for other Etsy sellers that have found success. Now, you still have to add your own flair to things, but you can always start from a foundation of knowing what works. Step number 2 is going to be choosing a niche, just one niche to design for per day, and then making 10 designs for that one niche. So let's say, for example, you find a bestseller on Etsy that says 12 people bought it in the last 24 hours. That really gives you an idea that there is demand right now for that product type. And if you make 10 new designs that add value and are great creative designs, then you can get in front of those customers that are actively searching and purchasing that product right now on Etsy. And the big benefit of making 10 designs for the same niche is that you're doing a lot of testing all at once. If you make only one design per niche that you see that's selling well, then you might accidentally miss the mark. But if you make 10, hopefully you'll really have a much better idea of which one sells, and then you can even apply what you learn to other niches. If you're not sure how to do that niche research, then I will link my monthly trend reports down in the description, because I actually do hours and hours of research for you every single month. If you subscribe, I'll show you what design styles are trending and what niches are selling now, and even which ones will be selling in the next 8 to 12 weeks so that you can prepare in advance. So really, as a beginner, if you don't have tons and tons of time to be researching, that is going to be such a goldmine for you, and I really recommend checking it out. And then step number 3 is going to be using the system I'm about to show you, which is how to list efficiently on Etsy. Because if you can efficiently list 10 new listings in your store 5 days a week from right now in August when I'm posting this, by November 28th, you would actually have 700 new listings in your store that could be making money for you. Now, accounting for not being able to do that consistently 5 days every week, and for it taking you a little bit longer when you first get started with this process, I really think that if you use these strategies, you will absolutely be able to list way closer to 500 new listings in the next 100 days. Need to do is build your Printify template. Now, if you're not selling from Printify, then you'll build a listing template wherever you make your listings. So on Printify, it might look something like this. So right now I have something called my 1717 listing template. That's if you sell comfort color shirts. So anytime I want to make a new listings, all I do is I type in 1717 listing template. It has the type of shirt that I want to sell. It has the colors that I use every time, the sizes that I use every time. It has my pricing and it has my description saved on Printify. So all I have to do is click this duplicate button and update the image. Now let me go in here and show you what that actually looks like. So to create your own template, what you'll do is you'll find the product in the Printify catalog and go to start creating that product type. So for this one, you'll just upload any generic design. That'll just be a placeholder for this one. So I have this Golden Mama design that I used for a minimalist design tutorial that I have on my channel on how to make minimalist designs. And you'll just upload the design and then choose what colors, in this case, if you're selling shirts, you'll choose what colors that you'll actually sell every single time. Now, this is a super important part of the puzzle. If you're someone who every time you make a design, you have to rethink which colors that you sell your item in, you have to go repurchase mockups, redo your pricing, then you are wasting time. I'm actually a firm believer in only selling like 6 to 10 colors in a shirt listing max. I don't think you need more than that. I don't think you need to sell every color under the sun. And I really think that if you can hone in on your listings and only sell the same colors every single time, you're going to be able to get so much more done in less time. So once you have this set up with the colors and the placeholder design, you'll click Save Product. Here on this page, you'll save the rest of your template. So you'll name it something that's really easy to search for and find later. Then you'll write your own description. So this is just the Printify one. You'll write your own description, giving all of your policies, anything cute and fun, and you'll paste that in here. That way you don't have to actually paste that in every single time. And then each listing, you might just add a couple sentences at the top for that particular niche. But again, this is going to be so much faster. Lastly, you just need to set your pricing. So coming down here to the pricing section, you'll click Edit Pricing, and then here you'll edit whatever pricing that makes sense for your product, which you'll have decided during your research phase. And then all you have to do is click Save as a Draft. So now I'm going to list 8 listings from Printify to Etsy, mockups, SEO, and all, and show you how fast this process really can go. For this example, I downloaded 8 random graphics from Creative Fabrica to just use as my example. So I just went and downloaded a few. Some of them I had to make 2 versions of because maybe your design doesn't look good on every color, but that's why if you think it might not, you'll make 2 versions of it. So like this example, I changed all the black in it to white so that it would look good on multiple colors. And I'm gonna save all of those as a transparent PNG, and then we're ready to list on Etsy. So now that my designs are saved, let me show you how fast this process can be. So I'm going to search my template. So I have my 1717 listing template. So all I'll do is click this duplicate button, and then you'll see an edit button pop up here at the top, and click edit listing. We'll click edit design. And now all we need to do is upload the design. So I'll click upload. We'll size it where we want here in Printify. I'll click save design. Now all you need to do is change the title. So here I already made a title that I'm going to use for all of these listings. And then we'll just come down here to the bottom. You'll select your shipping profile. Your pricing's already all set. I like to set mine as hide in store, and I like to show all my variants available for purchase. And then if you use simply listed, I like to deselect the mockups from Printify because we don't need those. Then I like to save the first one as a draft, because sometimes if you click publish, then Printify won't let you duplicate this one as quickly. So now that your title is actually in there, super quick and easy, you'll duplicate this again and we'll upload the next design. We'll click edit listing, edit design, delete this one, upload the new one. All we have to do is delete the copy of, and you can change the title some if you want to include a couple different keywords here and there, but for the most part, the same SEO should work for all of these different products. We'll select the shipping option, we'll deselect mockups, and then now we'll click publish. So you see how this one's grayed out? I can't duplicate it, so that's why I'll leave this first one. We'll duplicate this again, and I'm gonna go through the same process just a couple more times, but stick with me because there's a few other things that I wanna show you at the end to save you a little bit more time. So like this one here, let's use an example where there's multiple colors, like this one. So it comes with black text and with white text. So I'll select the one with the black text first. And for any that I like the black text, I'm gonna click make a specific design for this one to keep it that color. So I'll go through and say, okay, I like it on this one, and I think the rest I actually want the white. So then now that you're on a color that you didn't click that little make a specific design for, you'll delete the one with the black text, and you will upload now the one with the white text. So now you quickly and easily have the light colored text on the dark shirts and the dark colored text on the light shirts. And once you've got it placed just the way you want, you'll click Save Product again. So I'll just quickly do the rest of them. So lastly, I have to go back and publish that first one that I didn't publish before. So I can just click the check mark and click publish and get that published to Etsy. And that all really just took a couple of quick minutes. The next thing to talk about is your mockups. Now I do recommend creating a template of sorts for your mockups as well. So if you make your mockups on Canva, you'd have a project on Canva with all of the mockups that you're gonna use in your listing, and it has your size charts, anything else that you're gonna need for that listing saved in one spot, so you can quickly and easily make your mockups. Or you can obviously use something like Simply Listed, my mockup automation software. If you've never heard of Simply Listed, then you're gonna love this. It's a mockup automation tool. So instead of making your mockups manually one by one, you still use your own mockups that you purchase on Etsy, but then you make a template with all of those mockup photos. So to compare, I'll have Simply Listed start working on the mockups, and then I'll create a set of mockups. So for this one here, all I have to do, since I already made this template with my own mockups that I purchased on Etsy, is I made the template. I told Simply Listed if I want the design to go behind another shirt, behind a necklace. I added in my size charts and everything. So now I can just click the template and choose the 8 designs that I already uploaded to Printify. And then I'll click the Create Videos button down here so it makes a listing video for me as well. So I'll click Create Mockups, and now it's gonna grab those designs from Printify, put it on each shirt, turn it into a listing video, and those will be ready to go. Compared to if I was making these myself in Printify, I would have to say grab the design, I'd have to resize it, I'd have to put it where I want it, lower the transparency. So there are time-saving hacks, but this still is labor intensive because you are gonna have to just do this to every single one. Okay, so I created all these mockups, and in the time it took me to create these mockups, I can actually come over here in Simply Listed and show you that now these ones are completely finished. And so you can see all these ones are already made, all the listing videos are made, it's put behind the necklace, the transparency is lowered, everything's completely done. So while I was making the mockups for one, it made mockups for all 8 and the videos. And instead of having to come over here to Canva and click share, save them as a JPEG, and then go upload them to Etsy, all I have to do with Simply Listed is select all the ones that I want to publish to Etsy, or you can click select all, and then click publish. Now Simply Listed is going to publish those mockups directly to that Etsy listing along with the videos. Coming over here to Etsy, I have 2 last time-saving hacks to show you, but when you save something as hide in store, it's gonna show up in your draft folder here on Etsy, not in your active listings. And so here we see all 8 of the ones that I made, while Simply Listed is publishing those photos. I'll show you how to quickly and easily update the tags all at once. So all you need to do is select all of the designs that you're uploading right now with these little check boxes, and then you can click editing options and click edit tags. And then all you need to do is have them saved somewhere with little commas in between. So I will paste these right here with all my keywords with little commas in between and click add. And now I can quickly and easily click apply. And now all of those tags will be uploaded to all of those listings. And now let's give it a quick little refresh to see the Simply Listed mockups and videos come over. And now just as quick as that, all of the mockups, here I'll click on one, have been uploaded, and the video, and even better yet, all of the colors have been tagged. So you can see the colors tagged for each one to show which shirt is which color. And the last time-saving hack is if you're still figuring out which mockups work best for you, then one really good hack is you can actually duplicate listings right here in Etsy. So if, let's say, I wanted to see if this gray shirt mockup works best or if another one might be better, I can actually click this little gear button and click copy, and that'll make an exact copy of that listing here on Etsy, but I can change the main image to say, okay, let me see if white actually does better for the main image, or if maybe green does better because it's Christmas as the main image. And then you can go ahead and click publish copy with changes. And then now you have 2 versions of that listing in different colors for the main image to really do some extra A/B testing on what works best for you. And then when you're ready, you can also just bulk publish these all by selecting them all again, and then you can click publish up here at the top, and then they'll all be live and ready for your customers to purchase. I hope this video helps you so much in getting more listings done in less time in your store. And if you enjoyed this tutorial or you learned something new, then let me know in the comments, what did you actually learn that was new? And then let me know what your listing goal is for the amount of listings you want to have up by November 28th.